Hello, hello, and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw, What Do I Need read for this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And apparently humidity's back. Sorry about the hair. It's doing its own thing. It's 2 days in a row now. But very happy to be serving you today. Let's get down to business, and then we'll get down to business. My book, Words of Grace, it's selling on Kindle. Oh, that book, I wrote it during a very, very rough patch in my life. It saved my life in the writing of it about 3 years ago. And it seems to be helping out people. So if you are interested, link is in the description box. You can check out the first bunch of pages on Kindle. And you do not need Kindle to get a book on Kindle. You just need the Kindle app. Who knew? I just found it out. So also doing some work on Facebook, doing paid and free events on my DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page. It's really fun. I subscribe to Zoom, so I can even send people recordings of it. We do tarot parties and lectures and workshops, and it's just a lot of fun. So, interested in more of me? Look in the description box, lots of info. Now let's talk about you. Let's do this. I'm actually doing this on the day of the new moon. We're doing a 5-card draw, 1 card each from 5 different decks, representing 1 for air, 1 for fire, 1 for water, 1 for earth, 1 for spirit, to get you the clues, tips, and hints that you need for a specific timeline. Today, the new moon in Aries, Sunday, April 11th, 10:31 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. It's a waxing moon read. We're looking at a 2-week period going to the full moon on Monday, April 26th in Libra. 11:32 p.m. So both evening times, a little bit easier to schedule your intention work, your magic, your prayer, whatever your spiritual practice is. That being said, it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I think YouTube should put that in their community guidelines. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because your sun sign is going to get different than your moon and your rising and your Venus. And I include Venus in these readings because, you know, it's about love too. Loving yourself, loving life, loving God, whatever, right? So I guess that's about it, except to say that all the decks that I read are always in the description box below, with lots of interesting things to explore on the way in the description box, link-wise. And all I can ask from anybody watching any of my readings, please, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace from the pantheons of the divine, to which I am intimately and intricately contracted to serve humanity with doing this work. Other than that, I guess that's about it. Please take a nice deep breath. And let's see what we can get for you here. Starting with the angels and the archangels of air and the sign of Aquarius, the fixed air sign of the zodiac. Please, my beloved Raphaelites, the archangels of air and the sign of Aquarius. 1 card in clarity using the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, who is their power of air element here, right? That the represented the power of air, the element of air, direction of the east. What is it that they most need to think about? What's the healing angel they all need to kind of work with to get that clarity, to really focus upon that fixed air, this new moon in Aries. Here we go, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. You're looking at the healing angel of emerging, which means that things are starting to surface, either from within you, from outside of you, like something's emerging from someone else, some person, place, or thing, or something is emerging from with you. Like I just started planting seeds this week right here in New York, and I know I'm not expecting that seed to show a shoot for another week or 2, right? And so it's going to emerge in its own timing. So what would the healing angel of emerging be about, right? Helping you heal whatever's coming up inside of you, allowing the true self, the higher self, the soul to emerge by removing the obstacles to love's presence, which is your natural inheritance, and that's a quote from A Course in Miracles. So we definitely have angels in the room here for sure. And the Raphaelite angels are really, really powerful in the element of air. They're the element of the east, the powers of air. So to get you the information that you need, information that may be emerging from you, a person, a place, or a thing, and maybe all of that at the same time, considering the state of the world right now. So that's cool. That does make sense. So let's keep going. The power of fire, the element of the south. Power of the south, element of fire. I think it works both ways, however you want to say that. We're using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I really dig this deck. I'm going to review it. It's just, it has a really nice sized bookie book. You know, I like to call them little books. Little bookie book. And I really want to read it cover to cover before I review it. Like, I want to really absorb it. But as a reader, they're great. This will be, like I said, your element of fire, your will, your desire, the powers of the south. And remember, fire can't exist without air. So this emerging angel here is going to be essential. That's for all of these reads in this series. Please take a nice deep breath. And I do call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the spell fragment? Their element of fire, an intention, a direction, a will, a choice, a desire that they need to be aware of and implement in tandem with the healing angel of emerging in their power of air. This new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. Wow, organization, very good. You know, not just organization, what comes to mind are the different meanings of words has always fascinated me. Yes, absolutely about a place for everything and everything is placed, but all what it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as I will it, so let it be done, which is how I get my house clean, by the way. But it can also be because 11th house, Aquarian energy, is about groups and organizations, and we are the world, and, you know, save the whale, and all that humanitarianist stuff. The spell fragment here for organization, purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. Purpose, planning, efficiency, 8 syllables. Now come to me so easily. Oh, it is an 8-8. Finally, we came across one that has perfect meter, but it's still a little off, but I'm okay with that. Purpose, planning, efficiently. Now come to me so easily. Okay, so all right, so what I'm getting here from the ancestors is that get your shit together. I mean, in the nicest, kindest way. I mean, they are ancestors. They love us. All the work that they did laid the ground for us to do what we're doing. So they understand, right, the weight that we carry and how chaotic things can be. But also remember, chaos is divine order in disguise always, right? We don't know. We can't see that high, even though Aquarians have that satellite point of view like GPS. They can see the larger picture. That's why they're good with groups and alliances and causes, right? The greater picture. Can't we all just get along? Like that kind of vibe. We are the world, we are the children kind of vibe there. But what I'm getting with this is that the more you kind of like get the minutia in order in your life, more things will emerge. Now, it's not like you have to clean your room before you get your present. It's not so much that. It's about organizing almost an interior infrastructure for this to emerge, as well as by getting things not in a control freaky kind of way, I gotta say, but in a more organic. It's like, okay, we're just going to get things purpose, planning, and efficiency. We're just going to kind of slim things down a little bit, make them a little bit more efficient so that there is less distraction, because if this is something emerging from inside of you coming out like a creative thing, we'll see with the next 3 cards with this more of what this is about. But it's like there's less distractions on the outer. Let's keep going. What's going on in your element of water, your emotions, right? We've got the Whispers of Love Oracle here. I love this one. The Voices of the Higher Selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. The higher selves of all involved here. Not getting that there is anyone else involved in this other than the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. So please, what is their whisper of love from their own higher selves? 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, having to do with this healing angel of emerging they need to work with in the element of air, and this spell for organization they need to work in their element of fire, intending purpose, planning, efficiency. now come to them so easily. What is their element of water? The more emotional aspect of this that they need to be aware of. Their really emotional power. It can be like a drizzle or a typhoon, right? It would be a flash flood. This new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. Love endures. Now, it is the Whispers of Love Oracle, but this deck can often be a party turner if all of a sudden it's like soulmate, right? It's like, uh-oh, we are in a different read. But no, this makes sense. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So endurance is one of the three graces I open up my book, Words of Grace, with. It's the grace of humility, the grace of hope, and the grace of endurance, the maiden grace, the mother grace, and the crone grace. And all three of them are what I call gateway graces. They open you up to other graces known and unknown, right? They're very much a solid foundation. It is the crone grace in that it's about learning, it's about wisdom, and often about sharing that wisdom. And who hasn't had to endure pain and suffering this past year or so, or let's just say humanity in general, for the entire timeline, right? It's like, but get that we also have to learn how to endure joy, right? It's like when something's really, really good, and it's like, oh my God, this is so cool, this is so cool. And then it's like, yeah, but wait for the other shoe to drop, right? So that's another part of endurance too. So there's something here even saying, this is for some of you, I feel like a good chunk, spring clean, get your house in order, right? Organization, because that's going to give you less distractions to really endure what's going on here. Yes, there is also that they're saying busy hands make light work, and I get that light work. Hands of light, Barbara Brennan. But that the love inside of you is carrying you aloft through this. And this could be something that's more emerging the more you clear away clutter. Now, I mean, I've studied feng shui, and you know, I've Marie Kondo'd my house twice so far in the past 3 years. I'm due for another one. But I do know that often while I'm, I don't know, sorting essential oils because I'm a Virgo, putting them in alphabetical order, that other ideas come to me out of nowhere that has nothing to do with house cleaning. Do you know what I mean? It is like a living meditation because it's about being in the present moment. So call upon the crone grace of endurance that I may endure gracefully and gracefully endure, calling upon a strength beyond this world, meaning the strength of the soul, the strength of the divine, the strength of the gods, the angels, your higher powers. Neat. This feels very personal reading, meaning not including necessarily somebody else. But let's see, in our element of earth here, we're using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I love this deck too. We're going to read the description in the box as well, because it is truly an oracle in that it says this, and in the next couple of days, you're going to come across this, this, and this. And for myself and a couple of my clients, it's been like, this deck ain't no joke. Please take a nice deep breath. Dedicated to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the three archangels of the North, powers of Earth. She is the Archangel of Lyons, and my name is Angelo Lyons, so you just gotta go, okay. I figured that out like maybe 10 years ago, maybe. So let's play with this. Let's see what Ariel has to say for you in terms of your element of Earth, your actions, your body, your physical world, to ground this. Please take a nice deep breath. My beloved Archangel Ariel, please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their perfect crystal oracle message? Either just what's written in the book or the stone itself, right? Sometimes what's written in the book may not resonate, but the stone itself does, whatever it may be. And sometimes it's all of that. So please, working with this element of air, with the healing angels of emerging that they need to work with, and the spell for organization that they need to implement in their element of fire, and love endures, that they need to embrace and accept going on inside of them, that they have the ability to endure this in their element of water. What is the element of earth to bring in maybe some manifestation, some action, some grounding them for this new moon in Aries waxing to full in Libra? Beryl! Oh yes, I have a daughter. I shall name her Beryl. Now someone else got Beryl. How do I know that? I wrote these down. Let's see. Agate, amethyst, red jasper, kyanite, amber, beryl, Gemini. Another air sign got Beryl. That's why I write these things down, right? So I would even say, if you're dealing with a Gemini in your life, you might want to check that out too. The divine, how they work these things together, it eludes me most of the time, but the puzzle pieces always show up accurately. Oh, opened right to the page, beryl. Keyword, resolution, stress reduction, and potential new possibilities, which would be something emerging. I'm just getting resolution to resolve something, that's often about a relationship, but it can also be like resolution in terms of clarity, right? Like, what's the resolution of the thing? Like, I get like this thing, it's like fine tuning it a little bit. So an ongoing problem or dilemma will soon be resolved in an unexpected way. That's good. Maybe that's one of the things emerging from the outside you're getting prepared for. As a consequence, your stress levels and anxiety will decrease, blessed be. Through this, exciting new pathways open for you, and you discover new possibilities for your life. So even opportunities are emerging as your stress reduces, right? That's cool. As this current situation is resolved, you will simultaneously and subconsciously let go of a past regret or guilt that has only served to sabotage the creative possibilities that have been available for you for quite some time. It is time for you to shine. Let me read this last little bit. Open your heart and you'll see the unlimited potential that resides within you. So the potential for new possibilities, the stress reduction. There's something here about seeing yourself clearly too that I'm getting. Like, things may be really chaotic inside of you, but there are certain things we can't control. As I said to somebody last night on the phone, I was like, we're not in control of which timeline we switch into. We just do the best that we can, and the divine takes care of the rest of that, right? So everything that you need is always right in front of you, and that doesn't make it any easier. Like, that's great. Stitch it on a pillow, throw it on the couch, Grandma. Needlepoint it. But with that stone of beryl, and I do believe that alexandrite is a member of the beryl family, and that's one of my favorite stones. They really do bring order out of chaos in my experience in that way. They can be very illuminating. So in terms of this love endures, allow yourself to see this a little bit differently when you relax. That as you organize, you are creating this structure, not just outside of yourself for things to emerge. Because whatever problematic situation you've been going through, it feels like the solution is emerging, but not just from the outside, from the inside as well. So let's get our last card on the table, the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. I highly recommend his YouTube channel. Actually, his YouTube channel was a bit of a lifesaver, a big kale-flavored lifesaver during that dark night of the soul when I wrote Words of Grace. That's why it's influenced by, right? It's sort of Carolyn May stuff in there, Sanskrit. Yeah, good. Check out his Matt Kahn, All for Love. Really, really great teacher. Please take a nice deep breath. Last card down, Voices of the Ascended Masters, the Element of Spirit. Here we go. My Ascended Masters General Assembly, because I do not sense this is purely about a soul contract in any way. There are soul contracts involved in everything, but not a twin flame soulmate dealio here at least. So please, one card in clarity. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Aquarian collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, with the healing angel of emerging in their element of air that they need to implement with a spell for organization in their element of fire, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to them so easily. In their element of water, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful, and withstands every situation. And the stone of beryl for these new beginnings and potentialities, but also the stress reduction so that the solutions to the problems can be resolved from within and without. This new moon in Aries waxing to full in Libra. Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. I think that's what's emerging from you as well. Hang in there with that endure. Get your act together. Get your shit together. Do some spring cleaning here. And if you can get a hold of a beryl, I mean, they tend to be a little bit more expensive than quartz, certainly, but I don't think they're that exorbitant. You can even get a little teeny tiny piece in a piece of jewelry. But with receiving elation, this is a great mantra. I am born of infinite joy. Now, don't expect instant liftoff on that, right? It might take a day or two of just using that, and certainly holding that stone while enduring emotionally and getting things together and calling to the healing angel of emerging. Yeah, you're going to start seeing things a lot clearer. Your perception is going to clear. Things are going to resolve both inner and outer. And here they're giving me the Eckhart Tolle piece. He says joy is our natural state. So think about that. What covers up the joy of living, the joy of the soul, the eternal joy that we are? You know, we don't experience that all the time. Well, our fears and our limitations and our shadows and our unfinished business and the conditioning. And if you're an empath, everybody else's shit that you're feeling from day to day. You feeling me? Literally, empaths. So this is about that joy emerging in you. This is a really, really great puzzle piece here. I'm digging this. Receiving elation. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong card. Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. Now I'm going to say, just chant that silently, breathe it. I am born of infinite joy, because it's true. Not talking about your physical birth, talking about your spiritual birth. When elation is received, joy becomes your natural state of being. It is our natural state of being. It's just clouded. You know, like it's overcast today in New York. Well, the sun has not gone out. The sun has not ceased to be. It's just covered by clouds. It's clouded, right? So that's what covers up that joy inside of us. In elation, you are aligning with the ecstatic nature of the universe to live each moment with renewed passion and purpose. This is all what's emerging, which is why you need to get organized. Elation helps you enjoy your human journey as it is right now without projecting your fulfillment onto the anticipation of future pending outcomes. That's the joy of being. Not unconditional joy rather than conditional joy. Well, I'll feel joy when that's done. Right, Aquarians, y'all can be really fixed. You can be stubborn in that, in your focus. Well, no, because if I feel joy before then, is it deserved? Oh, honey, I've dated tons of Aquarians. It's like, can we just enjoy ourselves? It's like, well, let's clean the house first. Which is kind of what this is saying. But in this case, it's saying clean your house, symbolically or literally, for an infrastructure for this joy to come through you. This mantra is ideal for increasing the flow of creative inspiration. Hello. Elevating the immune system, hello, and being more present, meaning be here now, that all is well here and now. And it's even been said that in any given moment that you tune into the here and now, usually you're totally safe, right? Usually everything, it's fine. It's the mind going into the future and freaking out or regretting the past, right? The ego worries, anticipates, and regrets. The soul respects, acknowledges, and welcomes. And I feel like that's the shift that's going on here, but this is not a waning moon read. You're actually building an infrastructure, interior and exterior, for this joy to emerge within you, and really not just joy, elation. I mean, they're the same thing, but to be elated by something. And if that truly is from that higher Aquarian point of view, that satellite view looking down, it might be that you're getting a glimpse, and that all of this, the love inside of you, will endure. Let me put it together for you. In a little blessing, a little prayer, a little spell, a little thingy, hoo-ha doo-dah. Please take a nice deep hoo-ha doo-dah. That's one of my mom's things. I spoke to her today. Here we go. Both feet on the floor, Mark. My collective pantheons of the divine, please may the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021, that they may receive elation. Really understanding with this mantra, they are born of infinite joy, working with a barrel for that clarity, that stress reduction, that opening up for the emerging, working with the healing angel of emerging, for the solutions, for the conflicts to be resolved in this joyful way, so that they know all they need to do right now is emotionally endure, that love endures, that it doesn't give up. They don't have to give up or lose faith, that love can be hopeful and withstand this entire situation while they use their element of fire for organization, getting things together, inner and outer, purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to them so easily, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. There's your read. Did you like it? Like it? Do you want more? Subscribe. You want to comment? Please do. You want to share? Hey, have at it. You know, these things really do help other people find the videos. It's just how it works. I don't understand how it works, but that's how it works. Certainly, if you're interested, do check out my book, Words of Grace. It saved my life, and I don't know if my book is saving other people's lives, but I know it's helping because I'm getting the feedback. And yeah, if you want to come party with me on Facebook, you can do that too. All the links below will point you in that direction. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. My aqua lungs, hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.